Oh yeah, by the way, one of my other inventions was, I believe, what they call COD, pay on delivery, which means basically I agreed to make it, ship it, and when it got to your door, you could pay for it. And if you didn't, oh well, I can sell it to somebody else. Didn't really mind. It's just a little shipping. Besides, I own the carriages anyway and the horses. I did. That was a long time ago, though. Nowadays, technically, maybe I own FedEx. I don't know. Was FedEx originally carriages? Oh, I bet they were. You know these groups. They just kind of run and go and go and go. I set them up with with carriages, and they get their little carriages, and then I give them some cars, and they have their cars, and they're making money, and then, well, anyway, I know I did the post office. Um, I don't know. Maybe I just did UPS and not FedEx. I don't know. One of them. One of them's probably a startup. So who knows? Who cares? I don't. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, you could actually check out if you want to know my first early brushes or the brushes that I actually made. Um, Sorry, my animal lovers, but yeah, whale brushes. You can check it out by looking at the queens, like Queen Elizabeth and the queens before her, like 3 or 4 generations. Check out their brushes, and I believe their brushes were like whale bristles or something weird like that, and some sort of really rare wood. I also supplied them with mirrors, their first little polished mirrors, whatever. It was like bronze or something. I was doing my metal thing, and so I was like, well, I got to supply some stuff to my head people. So, I mean, I couldn't exactly expect them to pay for it. So I was like, so I ordered it. I was like, yeah, give them some of that, and also, well, I mean, rare Japanese wood. Japanese were amazing, by the way. Well, it's an invention of the plan, and when I got paper, people could draw things out on paper, and they did a much better job of designing things. And then plus, I started doing the schooling in Japan and instituted that, and also, well, plastics and stuff. I was really big on science and big on learning and big on pushing things. So anyway, I mean, I invented a fair amount of stuff myself, the steam, the plow, certain things. And then, I don't know, I just kind of kicked it. I was like, ah, now what? And then we went on to go to like the alcohol, and also olive oil, diesel engines or something. Anyway, all kinds of stuff. It's just like 3,000 years of me, build this, build that, me personally inventing the road. Anyway, all kinds of stuff. Starting out groups, creating civilization. Good stuff. And then also telling everyone that they're going to have to demo their buildings and build better buildings because earthquakes will come someday. Also, water towers. And just everything civilization needs. I mean, people had needs, and when we didn't fulfill those needs, so like boiling of water, alcohol, keeping the lights on, inventing electricity, putting electricity in, copper wire. And then having people say I was forcing them in slavery and stuff, and I was paying them, and I was putting in electrical plants and doing this and doing that, and all about the good stuff. Ordering 300 ships from Japan, being like, yes. Well, I mean, I had my dedicated crew in Japan. I wish I could see more of it. I forgot about that. Or China. I had my dedicated crew, and then they built seven docks or seven dry docks, and they were building this huge armada of ships. I was like, all right, I'm doing it in China. Let's do it. And then, because the Chinese were awesome, and I loved them. They were really cool. So they built all these ships, and I think the ships were meant. They had flat bottoms, so they were meant to be able to ride up on beaches and stuff, or something like that, because there weren't really piers back then. So anyway, it was a design. I was, it was a long time ago, for me, even. So anyway, yeah, I did a bunch of stuff. So it's history. It's how I have 2,000-year-old swords, which are technically mine, and how I'm Lucifer or the devil. I don't really like the word devil, but okay. I paid people in gold at one point in time and did some other stuff, bowling alleys, China. I had great people. Like I said, I had the best people working underneath me. They did everything I wanted them to do, and pretty much, and they were amazing people. And we worked really hard, and it wasn't easy. And I had to invent a lot of things, and I was even worried about them several times. I was always worried if they would make it and be okay, and they did. So, I mean, once we got the steam, it was like we got this. Don't worry, chill. But getting up to steam, and once we got horses, things were chill. But getting to that point of horses and steam, and then once we had steam, I was like, all right, this is easy. We got this. So, and then I just kind of chilled at steam. And then people were like, do more. And I was like, oh, okay, didn't we already do flight? Okay, let's go faster. So then we went faster. Broke the sound barrier, put a satellite in orbit, and some other stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm tired now. I'm going to relax. So then I just chilled. Just relaxed. I mean, Anyway, and then someone got crazy and weird, and I was like, and I tried to like fight it and try and get them to leave me alone. Jehovah's Witness neighbor, Rick Bush, annoying, Mr. Annoying Guy #1. Anyway, so and things got weird, and there's like this idea of a war or something, and I tried to stop it and tried to keep it from happening, and tried not to do anything like that, and things were getting tense and difficult and hard, and I just wanted to build things. I like making stuff. I like making fine furniture. I had Japan set up as a fine furniture place. I had my little factory. They made really nice fine furniture, and they built some wooden ships, and then I built some steel ships and some steam. I should have stopped at wood. I really, I was happy in China with wood. I had my little swords, I had some jets, and I was cool right there. We had some nice fine wood. I was good. That was good. That was enough. But some people wanted more, and I was like, I don't know about that. Anyway,